I've just been trying to film my 4th grade class. We're trying to do a music video project to Uptown Funk. So I've taught them the lyrics and I've taught them the meaning behind some of the main words used in it to try and make English a bit more fun. But trying to film it is a very hard act.
Hold the camera, okay?
No!
You gotta walk! Wait! What? Right.
Oh my god!
Okay, 3, 2, 1, run. Action! You have to follow, okay? You have to follow as it goes. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Action! Follow! As you can see, it's very hard to direct a music video with 4th graders who have little to no understanding of English, especially when the only language that I speak is English and I speak it at them, and when they don't do what they're told, I raise my voice because it's like, why aren't you listening to me? It's because they don't understand you, Dan. Now, that video is good for not being produced. I mean, this video is shit. I mean, look, this video is now being filmed 3 weeks after the first video that you just saw is being filmed. I'm in a different apartment. The lighting's terrible, I'm wearing a different shirt, there's no continuity anymore, this is useless. And I have one producer working on the show. Don't I, Clarky? See, I'm going to do like a clever bit now where it's like me, but another version of me producing it. You watch, it'll be good comedy gold. Now, it's not even here.
Enough of that. Let's look at something more challenging. Trying to give up eating meat in Korea. Now, I'm aware of all the ethical and moral implications of eating meat, and I accept all of them, except for the last 24 years or so. I thought that I could pretty much get over any philosophical concern I have about eating meat, because it tastes very nice, and that's enough for me. Just as long as I get some sort of instant gratification from it, I don't really care about the ethical or moral considerations. And then I watched this documentary called Cowspiracy, which is the worst title for a documentary ever, because it's like, oh, it's a conspiracy, right? But it's about farming and stuff, so we'll call it Cowspiracy. Brilliant. But it is a very good documentary, and I think you should watch it, because I think it changed my outlook on how like modern intensive agriculture affects the planet, and also is bad for animal welfare as well. Now, I don't want to become one of those people that's going to start preaching about it, but I thought maybe I could toy with the idea of being a vegetarian, and I'm halfway through my first day of not eating meat so far. I didn't have any meat for breakfast, and I didn't have any meat at school lunch, which is impossible to do because that's the main thing that they have at lunch, and I had to eat rice and kimchi in replacement, which is not bad, but it was difficult for me. It's gone well. Now, any meat during the day, which is very hard because school lunch always comes with some form of meat. But last night I was tempted. And I gave in to that temptation, and therefore I sinned. But that's okay, because this is my first week of doing it. I'm bound to have a relapse, right? It's like a heroin addict recovering. You know, except for my heroin is fatty meat. I bet it's probably nicer than heroin as well. I did keep up being a vegetarian for 2 weeks, which is really good. And then me and my friend, who is a vegetarian, has been a vegetarian for over a year, thought that after both watching the documentary Cowspiracy, again, it's a fucking terrible title and I don't like saying it, but it is really good and it makes you think that you should go vegan as well, rather than being vegetarian. So I thought, let's give it a go, let's give veganism a go for a weekend at least, 3 days whilst we're in Seoul during Chuseok holiday. And here's how it went on the first day of trying to be vegan.
Alright. Day 1 of being a vegan, the afternoon, already failed.
Anyway, after this first initial failure, we found something for dinner, and we found that if you want
you want guaranteed vegan food, then you should go to an Indian restaurant because they normally have vegetarian options.
This is Cassia, by the way. Cassia, show the people how to eat vegetarian, vegan food. How about that?
But we kept it up for 2 days in total. Once while we were in Suwon for the day, but not during our time in Everland.
Right, day 2 in Seoul of going vegan. It's not that hard so far, apart from the temporary ice cream laps yesterday. But today we're going to Everland, so I don't know what it's going to be like at the theme park for trying to eat without any animal products at all. So let's see how it goes. Large cup. That's it. No. No. Maybe. No. 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 Where should we go, Cassia?
Anyway, after Everland, we went to Suwon and we managed to be vegan for the whole day there and rent bikes. So we were like living the eco-friendly person's dream.
Here we go. Living the full vegan life. Don't die. Don't die in the vlog. Saving the planet. Oh, I've never felt so good. Right. Vlogging one-handed. Let's turn it around. Oh, yeah, the wind in my hair. What's left of it anyway. It's alright, isn't it? Day 2 of being a vegan has gone well so far. Only vegan food has been eaten. No cheating this time. Let's see what we can do for dinner though. See you later.
But then this happened after I got back from Seoul after trying to be vegan for 3 days. I failed again. Well, that's it. 3 nights in Seoul of trying to be a vegan/vegetarian. Did alright. 2 days. Managed to completely be vegan and for 1 day vegetarian at the most. But I've just come back now. It's Tuesday evening. It's 1:45 in the morning. And I went to the supermarket and couldn't help myself and ate a whole tub of cream cheese and a whole packet of crackers. So I'm weak. I need some sort of spiritual enlightenment. I need something that's going to say to me, you have to do it because otherwise there's going to be grave consequences in the afterworld. Even though I might not believe in any of that shit, I still need to sort of have that fear. I thought about Buddhism. Buddhism's not really a religion, it's more of a philosophy or a way of thinking. And I could go to a temple stay, which is quite a popular thing to do in Korea, but I don't know anybody else in Korea who has been in a temple stay. So I thought it'd be a really good, interesting experience to go and see what that's like. And maybe try and pick up some sort of spiritual reason for not eating meat or animals. Is that good? Is that good? Is that a good look? I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm supposed to put a t-shirt on underneath. If I walk out like this, they're gonna have a right laugh at me, I think. I've arrived too early, like 3 hours too early. But they've given me a room. I'll show you my room. Look, I've got a little painting. This is a door. Like cups and stuff. This is my room, I think. I don't think I'm sharing with anybody. Yeah. Let's go have a look at the temple. There's also a lot of bugs in here, and I've killed quite a few, but now I'm worried it's like a test, you know. Oh no, there was 5 sacred mosquitoes in here, and you killed them all. But you know, how spiritual can you be? I mean, look at the size of that bug. I'm gonna kill that one. Screw the spirituality. Let's go have a look inside the temple, shall we?
that's like the main bit where the main worship goes on, I guess. Yeah, it's all very quiet. I think there's 9 other people supposed to be joining us. It's still very wet and cold. It's definitely autumn now in Korea. Yeah, just see how it goes. Tonight is a meeting, and then we have some sort of worship. Yeah, it should be good. I don't think I'll film too much because I don't want to distract from actually taking part in it. So this will be the last video. I'll let you know how it goes. Cheers.
Right, it's 5:30 AM. Woke up before to do the morning chant. Now it's an hour until breakfast, but it's just time for rest, I think. I like it so far, but the early mornings are something to be desired. Layers.
Okay, that's it. Day 1 and 2 of the temple stayed on, 1 night stayed. Learn about meditation, about Dharma sharing, about Korean Buddhism. It's been a really fascinating, really interesting way to spend my time in Korea, definitely. I'd recommend it to anybody. I've probably said this a million times before. Still got my gear on, but I'm going to change out now and head back home. There'll probably be some on a brief at the end. Yeah. See you then. Oh yeah, that's really changed it up. Look at that shot. I'm using the tripod now. Let's not look at the hair too much because it is slowly disappearing. Look at that light. That is angelic, that light. I should stop looking at the screen as well. Anyway, what have we learned? We've learned that it's very hard to go vegan in Korea. It's pretty easy to go vegetarian if you're willing to sacrifice most of your social life and most of your gatherings out of your school or your employers, because normally it will be meat. I'm going to keep up the vegetarian thing. I'm not going to go back to my meat eating ways, but I don't think I can give up cheese and eggs and other animal products just yet. Because I'm weak, basically. But, eggs are really fucking good, and so is butter and cheese. What if you give up that, isn't your existence just miserable? Probably not, but, that's the way I'll justify it to myself. Yeah. So, 3 weeks I've been a vegetarian, and I could see the rest of my time I'm here for another 4 months in Korea teaching, so I think I could do it still. What do people say? Watch this space. That hurt. Ow.